Visit Camp Briteside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Briteside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and an outdoor stage. Camp Briteside is located at 8701 Ranch Road, 2338 Williams Drive, near Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Camp Briteside is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each Wednesday at 6 p.m. For food and fun like nowhere else in Georgetown, visit Camp Briteside and stay a while.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Make sure we got this going. Can you hear me? We're good? Welcome to the Eagle Nation Baseball Coaches Show. We're live here at Camp Briteside for tonight's Coaches Show. And I'm going to figure it out here in my earphones. There we go. We're live here with Coach Durrell, the Georgetown Eagles, in the middle of a game week with the Elgin Wildcats, 19-3 overall. And 4-1 in district play. Coach Durrell here with us right now. And, Coach, a big win on Tuesday night at home and a run rule win over Elgin to get back and stay in this winning ways after an upset. What we're going to see is an upset to Eastview on the first game of the matchup last time. But a come-from-behind win to come back and win a big game on Thursday against Eastview and then couple that with a big win over Elgin. Talk about the momentum now for this team as they righted the wrong of that tough loss to Eastview, but then came back from that. And they look to move past that and keep the winning way going.
Yeah, absolutely. Our guys came out, on Tuesday night hot. They ended up scoring 10 runs in that first inning. Did a great job hitting the baseball. The young man pitching for them, was doing a good job too, throwing strikes and competing. And then this week we had an excellent week of practice. Got to kind of switch up some of the things that we've been doing and kind of change the rhythm of our practices and let our guys compete a little bit, and have fun and kind of have some high energy activities.
And the one thing we talked about with Coach Slack the other night was not letting one loss couple on to another loss. Don't let one loss beat you twice. Don't let it beat you three times. A good job to battle in a tough game on Thursday night against Eastview. And then come back and play well on Tuesday against Elgin, and to couple that. Now, how do you couple on that and run on the compound on that to not let that happen again, to keep that energy going, but yet the confidence and not an overconfidence that no matter who we're playing, we need to go out and play our best.
Yeah, our guys know that they need to focus on the moment, stay it one pitch at a time, one inning at a time. One at bat at a time, and don't worry about the outcome. Just worry about the process, and understand that the future can't be controlled. We just have to stay in the moment and enjoy it. And the great thing is, we have a great opportunity to tomorrow go play a well-coached Elgin team, and then turn around on Saturday and do it again against Liberty Hill, which is a game that I know our kids and our parents and our fans are excited to get to see.
I don't know why we're having some audio difficulties. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Crank that up just a hair. How do you go from a team like Elgin, who is struggling? They're 4-15 on the year, not scoring a lot of runs. They've lost a lot last year into graduation and turnover there at Elgin. You go against an opponent like that you win 13-2. We go tomorrow night to Elgin to play them in Game 2. How do you turn that needle up for a Saturday game against the top 15 team in the state in Liberty Hill? That's like Georgetown, sitting at 17, 18, 19-3, competing in their district with the top 10, 15 team with Rouse. How do you make sure that competition level doesn't catch us off guard, going from maybe an opponent struggling to get runs and win a game to an opponent that's very capable of putting up many runs and beating you in all facets of the game?
Our guys have a mentality where we're not going to worry about who's wearing the jersey on the other team. It's the game of baseball that we're going to compete against. The game's hard enough to add, another top-ranked team in with it too, and then try to beat both of them. So our guys know that both games are equally important to us. Our goal is to win the game. Our goal is to go out there and produce put a great product on the field and compete. And whether or not the game ends in a win or loss, it's about how they attack the opponent and do that. And it's so hopefully we treat the game like it's any other game. But the good thing is it should be a great atmosphere, and it's a great opponent. And I know I told the guys I think it's probably the best game in the state of Texas on Saturday.
3 weeks, 2.5 weeks into district play, we see the standings sitting there for Georgetown in District 23. A lot of teams with just one loss: Weiss, Hendrickson, Pflugerville, Georgetown. The competition level has been there and kind of leveled itself out. Pflugerville trying to play that spoiler the other night against Eastview. They have the 2 losses right now. It seems like the competition level is going to be one that this team, you can't afford to lose games you shouldn't lose.
Yeah.
How do you keep that from happening when you're playing opponents like a Conley, like an Elgin that are struggling right now with the talent levels, but then to go in and face the competition like a Hendrickson, like a Weiss coming up that Georgetown will have to face in the next 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, for sure. Our guys, the biggest thing you have to combat is overconfidence. Like it's the ability to think that you're better than somebody just because of what you did in the past. And you have to take that into a game knowing that those same guys are going to show up and try to beat you every game. And it doesn't, regardless of how they played the night before, a whole new team can show up and a good example is Eastview. I mean, we started off the first inning and they ambushed us. They hit the ball better than I think they've ever hit the ball all year in a sequence, and then after that we settled in and they scored a few runs, through the next, I'd say, 6-7 innings of that. So it's just, the game of baseball is amazing just because of the ability where there's never really a mismatch, or there could be a mismatch, but there's never a true underdog can't win. The teams that are kind of expected to lose can turn around and play their best game. The team that's supposed to win, struggles. So it's good stuff.
And we saw that in the first inning the other night against Elgin, where all of a sudden, first inning, they have a run on the board and the bases loaded. And it's like, wait a sec, this is Elgin. And you quickly can look into and get ahead of yourself, knowing that how do you keep this team from doing that Friday night, tomorrow night at Elgin? How do you keep them from looking forward to that battle and that matchup at Liberty Hill on Saturday and focus on Elgin tomorrow night, go take care of business there before turning the attention to Liberty Hill on Saturday?
Man, I mean, the funny thing is we're dealing with 15 to 18-year-old kids, and they got more on their minds than Liberty Hill and Elgin and all that stuff. So it's good and bad. The outside, the social media, the girlfriends, the family things, everything that's around it. It's our kids are preoccupied sometimes with a lot of things, and I don't think they sit there and foster on one game more than another. And I hope they attack every opponent, every game the same way.
This far into the season, 22 games overall, 19-3 on the season. As you look into your first year at the helm, at the head coach, through 22 games, is it what you expected? Is it what you imagined it would be? Is it more? Is it less? Is it more challenging? Is it less challenging? Where do you find yourself right now sitting at 19-3 as the head coach and find the direction of this team doing well?
Man, you'd asked me that in June. I knew coming in we had a great nucleus of young kids that had a lot of playing time from the year before, and I knew we had a lot of good kids coming off our JV that were sophomores, going to be juniors that I knew could contribute, and we had a great senior class. And I believe they could achieve and win a lot of games, but to be where we are right now, I'd be a liar to tell you this was it was my expectation and my goal, but it wasn't necessarily what if I had to go to Vegas and put a lot of money on the line, I wouldn't have said this is where we'd be right now. But it's been very fun, and the kids have bought in and they compete very, very, very tough.
Tomorrow night we'll be back in action. 7 o'clock will be the first pitch over at the Elgin High School in Elgin, Texas. Come out and join us live there at Elgin High School. We'll have the call. 6:45 will be the pregame. 7 o'clock first pitch, and we'll bring it all to you live here on the SHN network, but it's an opportunity to go out and support these kids and to continue to support the work that they're doing at the helm at a 19-3 clip, 4-1 in district play. And then Saturday, 1 o'clock, we'll be over at Liberty Hill High School to take on the Liberty Hill Panthers. So come out and join in those opportunities, because next week it turns to a quick week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the Easter weekend off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend for these kids with Good Friday and Easter Sunday. And so a lot of baseball in the next 7 days. How do you keep them fresh? How do you keep them from getting worn out, from getting depleted in that, knowing you're going to go play Friday, Saturday, Tuesday. You'll have practice all the way through all this stuff, and then you'll have the show on Wednesday and the game on Thursday. Yeah. Not much turnaround time. How do you keep them fresh and not from wearing themselves out?
Yeah, it's our pitching coach, assistant head coach, Coach Payne, talked about this the other day with them, that this is the hardest part of the year for practices. It's you get into a routine sometimes and it kind of gets stagnant, and you have to just kind of switch up what you do. Sometimes more is not better. Sometimes shortening down practice and being efficient with your time and getting what you need to get in and getting out, just kind of to rest legs and keep it fresh. And then if you're not getting what you need, then you extend those practices and you continue kind of keeping with the process. But the kids do a good job talking to us, and we have such great leadership from the top that they that they physically can show us sometimes that it's gotten to a point where we need to pull back and rest them.
And the beauty is to have the talent and have the depth and the youthfulness of a team like this. You have that opportunity in games that get out of control to slip some players in, to give people some rest. How important is that, and to take advantage of that to keep players fresh and to give other players opportunities to be ready for, say, an injury, say a situation where someone's got to go in. How big is that key to be able to have them ready, having them get some innings in some of these big wins that have been occurring?
Yeah, man, we're months, a month away from Texas high school playoffs, and right now, there's kids that injuries, a terrible thing that happens, and sicknesses and this, and so it's such a great opportunity in games when we take care of business early. And we have the opportunity to get guys, at bats and get guys innings and let them kind of get those game time reps, not just the practice reps, the scrimmage reps, the inter squad type stuff, and kind of get those moments for them. And because you never know a month from now where some, I'm going to call it right now, there's going to be somebody that right now is not doing in a role that he feels maybe is helping the team, and there's going to be someone that we're going to ask upon down the stretch that's going to have to step up and do something big and be the man. I mean, that's why I love this game.
Georgetown baseball tomorrow night over at Elgin High School. Come join us there at 7 o'clock first pitch to take on the Elgin Wildcats in Game 2 of the two-game series before the Saturday matchup with the Liberty Hill Panthers. We'll let Coach Durrell get out of here, grab himself a bite to eat. We'll come back with our freshmen. I believe it's going to be Pierce Lund and Bo Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Our two freshmen. We'll visit with them here in just a minute, live at Camp Briteside on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. Stay with us.
For an old-fashioned dining experience, visit Goldberger Diner on the square in Georgetown. When you walk into this 50-style diner, you'll be greeted with a smile and treated like family. Enjoy breakfast served anytime, or come for lunch or dinner and enjoy a great burger, chicken fried steak, old-fashioned liver and onions, or any of the great tasting food on our menu. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown Georgetown. Goldberger Diner, serving great food to great people. Visit Camp Briteside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Briteside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and an outdoor stage. Camp Briteside is located at 8701 Ranch Road 2338 Williams Drive, near Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Camp Briteside is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each Wednesday at 6 p.m. For food and fun like nowhere else in Georgetown, visit Camp Briteside and stay a while.
My enemies fast and biting my style and jacket. Dropping a storm, you best get the packet. Ain't no more fashion. When I pull up in tanks, dancing, still wreaking havoc. Smell of an excellent young telepathy. Ready on mine with these lines. Spinning on top, I am one of a kind. Prophecy for my design. Yeshua said I'll be with him in time. Not even dope on my level of high. I'm levitating on the rhymes. Spiritual meditation, ain't no kind of faces. We got blue in our eyes. Say we don't go. We suited up when we put on a show. Like, they want me for broke. I do what I want and making a toast. I could be doing the most. Yeah, to me, there's some jokes. I can see through them like ghosts. Yeah, do more than just float. I gotta fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking.
Now we're back here live at the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. We'll check out the microphone, make sure it's better, the speaker a little bit better. We'll try to make it where we can hear it. And I said it wrong. It's Priest-Lund, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, not Pierce. I wasn't sure if someone misspelled it. So it's Priest-Lund and Bo Jones, two of the freshmen here joining us tonight. And gentlemen, this freshman team continues to play well. You guys continue to win ball game after ball game. In your first year at the high school level, how much fun was it to sweep Eastview in the first match up there?
That was fun, man. Just sweeping our rivals, you know. Especially that second game, just give a belt to them, you know.
How much fun is it to go out? Is it different at this level for you guys now? You go into the your first year at the high school level, the competition gets better. The players' talent level gets thinned out, and you get the better players that start competing. How much fun is that going against competition at other high schools? And what's that like for you guys in that? Is it harder? Is it a bigger step up than you expected? Or is it right on par with you guys are going to come out as a freshman class and compete?
Yeah, it's fun. We just got to keep working hard with our team and just, yeah.
What's the competition like on this team? It seems to be a lot of talent out there. You guys can play a lot of different positions, and you're staying undefeated at the same time. How does that push the competition and you guys not let it get to the forethought of, we can lay off a little bit this week. We can take it easy. That competition, how much of a drive is that for you guys in practice to make sure you're getting that playing time?
You know, all of us, we have good talent, you know. When we get into the games, it's not about playing down to the team. It's just playing our game, and that's what's helped us to continue winning.
As you came into high school, is it more than you expected? Is it less than you expected to be in a competition like this with such a good a group of talent for you guys at the freshman level?
I mean, it's probably more than I expected, yeah.
Is it fun for you right now compared to where you came from in the middle school ranks and playing travel ball? Are you guys having more fun than you expected you'd have at this level?
I'm probably having more fun because I'm, like, with more of my friends and stuff.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, too, because, again, I get to be with all the team, you know.
Do you guys play ball all year round?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What teams do you guys play for?
Test Black.
Test Black?
Texas 12.
Texas 12. Those are a couple we heard of last week as well. A lot of different teams out there. How often do you guys go into a game against some of your opponents right now in your freshman year and you see players that you've played against or maybe play with that don't go to Georgetown? And is it fun competing against those guys?
Yeah, we see a lot of people, especially in the Austin area. It's very fun because I'm friends with a lot of people, so it's just fun playing against them.
When you play against those guys that you know from travel ball and playing against them, is the trash getting talked when the wins keep stacking up for Georgetown, or is it, hey, we just go out, take care of business, and it's on to the next one?
I mean, yeah, we just go out there and take care of business, yeah.
How much fun to bring it to high school? How much fun are you having in the classroom, and what's the challenge this year compared to middle school for you in the classroom? Is it harder? Is it what you expected? And what's your favorite class?
Ooh, it's a little harder, you know. Just I gotta pay attention more than middle school, but my favorite class would probably have to be auto basics.
Do you guys feel like you have to pay more attention and put more effort into it with the practice schedule and the demand of games and travel and all of that comparative to what you've had before?
Definitely. Yeah.
What's your favorite class going right now?
Probably Coach Stackman's class, math.
Math? Okay. It's always usually the coaches. Who's the coach of the auto basic?
It's not coach. His name's Mr. Perrin.
Okay. So you're learning a lot in that?
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Your parents will appreciate that down the road when you're able to fix the car and keep things working. Is it what you expected, or is it more than you expected coming to high school and everything that would be thrown at you in the classroom, the expectations within the program, and to maintain your grades and do tutorials if you don't? Was it more than you looked forward to and expected, or was it right on par with what you were ready for?
It's just about what I expected. You know, in middle school, they were definitely preparing us and telling us a lot about what to expect. So I just had my expectations for it, and they hit it on the spot.
You guys didn't have a game against Elgin. Yeah, you look to 2 games this weekend on Friday and Saturday. I believe it's Round Rock?
Yes, sir.
And Westlake?
Liberty Hill.
Liberty Hill. Y'all are going to play Liberty Hill as well on Saturday. Okay. When you look at that, do you guys care who the opponent is at this point? You guys are running through opponents through the tournaments, in through district. Is it just, hey, put the next person up and we're going to go at it? And how do you keep that from getting to worry about anything else? Or do y'all not even care about who the opponent is?
We don't care. We just got to go out there and take care of them.
Yeah, we don't care. Like our saying was like we take them off the map, you know.
There you go. If we find you on the field, what position's your favorite? Where do we find you playing for Georgetown?
Center field.
Center field. That means somebody can run.
Probably third base.
Probably third base. Any pitching on the side, or?
Yes, sir.
Does
Same.
everybody on this team pretty much pitch? It seems
Pretty
like.
much, yeah.
Outside of baseball, you walk away from baseball right now. If you had a weekend off, you had no practice, you had nothing going on, no homework. What do you do to recharge the batteries and to have fun?
You know, I like doing a lot of fishing, but I also have started getting into boxing.
Remember that, boys. Y'all run your mouth over there, and you may catch a left hook. Be careful. Boxing, what brought that about?
I don't know. My dad was just, we were just talking about it. I used to fight when I was like 7, so in Taekwondo, so I was always like fighting sports.
Okay, well, I know I'm going to call up. I ain't going to lie. I go to the freshman team to get my boxing back up right here. Where do we find you? No baseball, no homework, nothing on the schedule. Where do we find you recharging the batteries and having some fun?
Either just hanging out with friends or relaxing.
Any video games?
Yeah,
PS5, Xbox?
PS5.
That was a big run last week. So, man, boxing or fishing, that's two good ones. Outside a lot. Like
Yes,
to be
sir.
out and active. Outside of baseball, any other sports you play?
Football and track, a lot of track.
A lot of track. What do we? You're in center field, so I'm going to assume some sprints.
Yeah,
What is your favorite track event?
probably 200.
Runnings is overrated. I'm just saying. What about you? Any
Same
sports
thing,
outside of
football
baseball?
and track.
What positions in football?
I'm receiver and corner.
Running back.
It's going to be fun to watch as I'm starting to learn about this freshman class, all these multi-sport athletes. So is it right now? How busy is that schedule with track and with baseball going on?
For track, we could just go in the mornings, Tuesdays, Thursdays, but it's pretty easy to maintain. We miss a couple meets here and there because it overlaps with our games, but
So baseball has priority.
yes, baseball. Has.
That's a good answer. I like that, especially with Coach Durrell here. Outside of all this, what's your thought as you look at the next 3 years after your freshman year? What's the goal? What is your goal to as going through high school to leave a mark at Georgetown and maybe on the baseball program, maybe in all the athletic programs? What's the goals you've set for yourself?
For myself, just to be a good leader for the team, you know, as the center fielder, just catch all the fly balls, you know, dive for them.
Lock it down. What about yourself?
Same thing. Just help out the team a lot and just be a good player and teammate.
How much are you guys able to absorb from the upperclassmen this year, being freshmen, to take in, to start develop? Because the freshman class now will be that senior class in just 4 more years. How much are you able to take in and to absorb from these guys and feel like you're learning about this program while also contributing in a big way with an undefeated season going.
Yeah, so we always get like a glimpse of varsity's practice before, and just seeing how their tempo is during the practice, it just inspires us to try and work as hard as they are, just because we're going to be there someday.
When you guys compete against the JV, who's better, freshman or JV?
Freshman.
Freshman.
I had a feeling that was coming. How much fun is it, though, to challenge yourself against the JV and get opportunities to play against upperclassmen to make yourselves better? How much fun is that?
A lot of fun.
Who talks the most trash? Freshman or JV?
Freshman.
Freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like having Coach Knowles and Coach Slack on the coaching?
It's real fun. They're just they're there to help too, and Coach Slack and Coach Knowles, just a fun people to be around.
Any shout-outs before I let you get out of here?
My family, God, teammates, yeah, coaches.
Cool.
God first, my parents, my son Leo, yeah, all my friends and family have been by my side.
It's our two freshmen. It's Priest Lund, Bo Jones. Join us live here on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, I recognize one of these names. Jackson Gandy and Robert Chandler will join us live here, the JV players, on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. Stay with us.
For an old-fashioned dining experience, visit Goldberger Diner on the square in Georgetown. When you walk into this 50-style diner, you'll be greeted with a smile and treated like family. Enjoy breakfast served anytime, or come for lunch or dinner and enjoy a great burger, chicken fried steak, old-fashioned liver and onions, or any of the great tasting food on our menu. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown Georgetown. Goldberger Diner, serving great food to great people. Visit Camp Briteside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Briteside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and an outdoor stage. Camp Briteside is located at 8701 Ranch Road, 2338 Williams Drive, near Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Camp Briteside is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each Wednesday at 6 p.m. For food and fun like nowhere else in Georgetown, visit Camp Briteside and stay a while.
We're back here live at the Eagle Nation Coaches Show, live at Camp Briteside. Man, it's a special treat. You guys are familiar with all the coaches. It's the great-great-grandson of Coach Gandy, Jackson Gandy. I'm just joking. No relation. I had to ask because I was like, I've never heard the name before, Coach Gandy, and now we have Jackson Gandy. And then Robert Chandler. I know this cat. This cat plays football and on the varsity this year, making her name known, getting more and more playing time as the year went on. Playing baseball again this year, and you guys continue to compete. This JV team continues to get better each and every game. How much fun are you guys having? It was a tough go against some very quality opponents during the tournament season. How much fun is the district season going for you guys, and how much are you guys getting better? The work seems to be coming together. How much fun are you now having as you kind of start seeing some benefits and winning some games that you finally feel like, all right, it's paying off?
It's very fun getting to play with this team this year. We are getting slowly better every practice that we have each week, and being able to win these games is probably the best part.
Yeah, I definitely think we've already come a long way from where we started in the beginning.
How did this team come together and not allow the tough tournament season to defeat you for the rest of the year and come out of that and start and continue to work and not give up on each other or the process, and so you can enjoy it and continue to get better knowing that there's more years ahead of you? Mm-hmm. How is that working in that with Coach Slack, with Coach Knowles? They don't give up on you guys. How did you guys keep, and how are you doing a good job of not giving up on yourselves to continue to fight?
We always tried to work through it and think we'll get better with this, putting it towards our overall team, trying to become better as a team together.
Yeah, I mean, every day they're always driving us to get better and better every day, just in the cages, on the field, everywhere.
Through those struggles, how did you guys not get down on each other and get frustrated with each other and let it defeat you more within the locker room, on the practice field?
We tried to keep a positive mind and not get down on our teammates. Our coaches always told us to be great teammates and not get down on your other teammates.
Yeah, we kind of just let it like flush it, get to the next play.
Which is what one thing that gets passed around in this program is the process of, hey, that game's over, it's gone. Now we move forward, and it's fun to learn that early to allow yourself to not let one game beat you more and more times. As we talk with Coach Durrell, you guys have more room to grow over the next couple of years. As you do that, you guys are at the same time mentoring and an example for the freshmen, but yet being mentored and taught and guided by the varsity. How big of a role is that for you guys to absorb from the varsity this year, but yet at the same time model what this freshman team needs to see to continue to run this program through the next few years?
I think it's great that we get to learn from the varsity and that we get to be mentors for the freshmen.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely a lot more pressure than it was last year, but it's just a lot to take on from varsity and then also mentor for freshmen.
How do you prepare yourself to be those leaders? How do you take it at the same time, help put it and internalize it to make yourself a better player, a better leader, a better mentor? How tough has that been this year to focus on the game and to continue to get better as a team, but yet take that in knowing you're going to be those leaders that'll be pushing forward on this program in the next 2 years?
It's been a little tough. We've always tried to keep an open mind and always listen to the coaches and players.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of it is just giving 110% every day at practice.
I know you play football. Any other sports?
I play football as well.
You play football
Yes,
as well? If you had to pick, what's your favorite sport?
Baseball.
Baseball. Hey, you can be honest.
I'm going to go football.
Football? What position do we find you playing football?
Middle linebacker.
Okay, so you like to hit people.
Yes,
That's
sir.
fair enough. Yeah, a lot of linebackers would pick football over that. It was fun watching. When you see young kids get the opportunity at the varsity level to go out and make an impact, as Robert did multiple times during the season, it's just fun to watch you kids as you compete in different sports. Knowing all that into years 2 and 3s at the high school level, as you continue to grow in your experience, how is that challenge to keep the balance of the classroom, the balance of all the practices, the balance of the games, yet not let yourself get overwhelmed in it?
It is very challenging to keep all of it balanced, especially schoolwork.
Yeah, schoolwork piles up pretty quickly, and playing 2 sports like that, you don't get really a break in between.
So that's a good, which leads me to my next question. When you do get a break, say you get 1 weekend off from no practices, where do we find you recharging the batteries and just enjoying life without any requirements of any sport?
I really stay at home, eat food, and then get plenty of sleep, as well do as a little workout to stay conditioned.
Very well, very well.
I'm going fishing. So.
He's playing it simple. I'm at the water. I'm throwing the line. It's funny because my son is even now into his professional life. It's like, I got a day off.
Yes, sir.
Him and his son are fishing. His wife's like, you have 3 hours. Well, we got 2.5 hours of fishing, 30 minutes of drive time. They make time for it, so it's fun to watch. It's so funny though. How do you guys in this team? You got guys that will take some downtime and go play a video game. Some guys will go fish. Some will go hunt. Some will just take it and just lay low and relax. How well is this team melding together? Because that's the future of this program. As you guys continue to grow and this JV team continues to develop, how does that work out? It's so many different personalities. How are you guys doing a good job to bring those personalities together to be a good team?
The team's coming together pretty good. We all try and come together and do the same things.
Yeah, I agree. We're all coming together pretty well. Every now and then we'll all hang out at some point on our breaks or whenever we can.
Going to the classroom, what side of it? What's your favorite class going right now? It can't be lunch, recess, break time, baseball. What's your favorite class you got going right now, or maybe your hardest class going?
My favorite class is probably science. It's easy, and I get to learn about chemical reactions and stuff.
Sweet. Who's the teacher?
Mr. Lindsay.
Mr. Lindsay. All right. What's yours?
I'm going to go. My favorite class is Coach Payne's geometry class.
Math class.
Yes,
is
sir.
it because it's Coach Payne
Coach
or because
Payne.
it's geometry?
Yep.
Okay. I can appreciate the honesty there. So, outside of Georgetown baseball, Georgetown football, do y'all play sports during the summertime, travel with baseball, or is it the focus is on so many sports here that you've honed it down?
I do so many sports here. I hone it down and just do lessons during the summer.
Sweet. I can
Yeah,
agree.
yes, sir. I also play baseball in the summer
Who do you play with?
with Texas 12.
Texas 12. That program continues to go. That was the GPS, correct?
Yes, sir.
And now the Texas 12, we start seeing the shirts and hats around a lot more in the area. Any shout-outs before I let you get out of here?
I'd like to shout out my dad and my brother. because my dad coached me and my brother always helped me get better.
I love it.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my mom and my dad and my sister. Just always there for me.
It's Robert, Chandler, and Jackson Gandy, 2 JV players this week here on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we go to the varsity, and they're going to go together, I guess. Is that correct? Okay, I got the thumbs up. It's going to be Braden Curtin and Kate Erickson joining us live here on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show at Camp Briteside. When we come back, stay with us. We're back here live at Camp Briteside. We'll get the mic back up there in a minute. Sorry about that. Live here at Camp Briteside, we've got Braden Curtin and Cade Erickson joining us now on the varsity. Volume good in your headsets? We turned it down a little bit. If you need to turn it up, let me know. 19-3, 4-1 in district play. And Braden's a senior. Cade, you're a junior on the team. This team continues to me, it's kind of that shock the world tour. What the expectations were coming in, no one can know outside of it looking in. A new program in the sense of a new coaching staff, new expectations, a junior class and a senior class. And you guys are running through some teams, 19-3, some tough losses, some losses that I think we would all agree. San Antonio Marshall, we shouldn't have lost that game. With those, you guys seem to rebound from those losses. After Marshall in that tournament down in San Antonio, big wins over Davenport and Weatherford. This team doesn't seem to allow one loss to beat them again. How do you guys keep that focus and push past that loss and continue to move on?
I think it's a new game, and we just play pitch by pitch, stay in the moment.
Mr. Curtin, as you, in your senior year, you guys have worked up, and you talk about leadership in this team and in this program. As a senior on this team, the leadership that you guys have and the responsibility of, but yet to nurture that into the classes below you to take over this program once you guys are gone. What's been that challenge this year as one of the seniors to make sure that the legacy of the G continues on once you guys pass the baton?
It has been much of a challenge. You know, this junior class, they're really good about getting work done, trying their hardest on the field, and they're all really good at baseball, so it has been very difficult to try to pass it on to them. They kind of already know how it goes, and it's really fun to watch them play.
At 19-3, the expectation level for you guys, what was the expectation level like for this team internally, with the coaches away, when the players meet, when you guys have and set your minds on this season and what you're playing for? What was the expectation? Or you say you're at that expectation now? Are you guys past it? Are you behind it? What's that been like for you guys and what you expected of yourselves?
We knew before this year coming in that we were going to have a really strong group, and in the fall there were some challenges, and we didn't know really what to expect after that. But this spring we've really shown that if we play good, we're up better than a lot of teams, and it has been much of a challenge to go out there and play our best. You know, everyone just goes out there, have fun, and it's been good.
As one of the juniors on this team, and the expectation that this class had when you guys were freshmen on how talented you guys were as a junior class, knowing that next year that this junior class becomes the leaders, how much of a challenge has that been for this junior class to absorb it from the senior class, but yet be prepared to take over and to be those leaders next year?
I think we just try to learn as much as we can from our leaders right now, and honestly step up right now too, so just become leaders next year.
As you guys run through districts, you run into a challenging situation with the tough loss to Eastview. You guys rebound from it with the win on Thursday against Eastview. How do you guys internalize that as a team away from everybody? When you're in the locker room, how do you guys internalize that and focus on that to not be down on yourselves and not to let it beat you again the next game?
Just flush it. You know, we knew that we just got off to a bad start in that one game, and that doesn't mean that they're better than us, and we knew that we were going to win the next one, and that we're going to keep rolling through district. So it wasn't really much of a problem for us.
As you guys look at this schedule, you got a Leander team coming up on, or Liberty Hill team coming up on Saturday. we never talk about looking past an opponent. But as you guys see the schedule that you guys have in front of you in 1 month, we're in the playoffs. We go to the playoffs, and the competition level continues to get better. How much fun are you guys having in this? Looking forward to playing talented teams to push yourselves and to judge yourselves on where you are and where you need to get.
It's a lot of fun playing good teams, playing good competition, and we just try to look at it as a nameless, faceless opponent.
Tomorrow night we play an Elgin Wildcat team. How do you guys as a team not look past them to look forward to Saturday game against Liberty Hill? How do you make sure the focus is there tomorrow night and allow each game to take care of itself before moving on?
We know that anything can happen. Like against Marshall, we thought we were going to go in there and beat them by a lot, and we lost. So we know that we got to focus on every game, every pitch, and that's what we're going to do, and we're going to go play our best game.
Talk about these team dinners. You guys seem to be having fun on these team dinners, and something that's come out of that, and we're going to save a lot of it for when we get to talk to Gavin, but brothership. What's the meaning behind that? Anyone know, or is it a Gavin Smith answer only?
That's just Gavin.
That's just to make sure. We're going to – I tell you what, though, since we've used it on the links, we're 2-0. So brothership may have to stay in there, have to get a couple more logos designed for that. In your senior season, Braden, how much fun are you having and able to enjoy it, knowing that it's the final year to wear the G and to be the leaders of this program?
It's a lot of fun. Sometimes, I don't play my best game, and it's frustrating, but I just got to realize that it's the last season, so just go out there, make the most of it, have the most fun I can, and have nothing to regret whenever I leave.
In your junior year, how much fun is it now, and how much do you guys in this class look forward to being those leaders and yet enjoying it, but yet keeping the focus of being the leaders, but yet keeping the game fun, and you guys having a good time like you are this season?
Yeah, I think there's a big focus on just having fun, playing with the boys.
Hardest class you're taking right now? In your senior year, are you taking many classes at all?
I'm in AP Stats. That's pretty hard.
Do you enjoy it?
Kind of. Miss Kennedy is nice, but the class isn't very fun.
Okay.
Or the people in it.
No pressure to the classmates. In your junior season, you guys, in your junior year in the school, you guys pushing to get ahead, so your senior season is a lighter load. What's the toughest class you're taking right now? Which one are you enjoying the most?
Toughest class is ACC History, and then most enjoyable is probably AP Bio.
He said, I see your AP class and raise you a college course in my junior year is what I just heard, but it's kind of funny. Hey, outside of baseball, outside of sports, you play football as well. Outside of baseball, you have a weekend away to do whatever to recharge and to rejuvenate yourself. Where do we find Braden Curtin having fun and just relaxing?
Well, right now it's probably at home relaxing, but if it's summertime, we're probably fishing with the boys. Or golf.
Need to have a big tournament amongst the dads and the kids and start talking some trash. That's what we need to do. That'd be fun to do. Kate, if you get a break from football, if you get a break from baseball all at the same time, where do we find you relaxing and recharging?
Either the golf course, like he said, or playing some pickleball or poker with my friends.
I've heard about these poker games. We'll just leave those there. I've heard they're pretty good. On this team, when we were in San Antonio, who runs the poker table on this team?
I think
Ben
won.
But yeah, Ben won, but
How much trash gets talked at those poker games?
a lot.
not for me. I was just having a good time.
There you go. As the parents were the whole time. What are the boys doing? We don't care. We're having fun. Any shout-outs before we get you out of here, Braden?
I shout out my family, and then I also shout out my senior assassin team, Clayton, Zeke, and Braden.
Kate, any shout-outs before we let you out?
Shout out my grandparents and then my parents.
Speaking of your parents, where is Jory?
He's in Aruba.
It must be rough. Sorry, Jory. I'm sorry you're missing this here tonight. Yeah. Wow. On vacation? Without you?
Yes, sir.
Dad of the year right there. That's what I'm talking about. We should have all taken a vacation and just left the kids to run the program. It's Braden Curtin. It's Kate Erickson, two of your baseball players here on the varsity for the Georgetown Eagles. We'll let them step down. We'll come back. We'll close it out. It's Eagle Baseball Coaches Show live here at Camp Briteside. Stay with us.
Visit Camp Briteside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Briteside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and an outdoor stage. Camp Briteside is located at 8701 Ranch Road 2338 Williams Drive, near Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Camp Briteside is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each Wednesday at 6 p.m. For food and fun like nowhere else in Georgetown, visit Camp Briteside and stay a while. For an old-fashioned dining experience, visit Goldberger Diner on the square in Georgetown. When you walk into this 50-style diner, you'll be greeted with a smile and treated like family. Enjoy breakfast served anytime or come for lunch or dinner and enjoy a great burger, chicken fried steak, old-fashioned liver and onions, or any of the great tasting food on our menu. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown Georgetown. Goldberger Diner, serving great food to great people.
Or on their run on this season. It seems like the talent level continues to shine at Georgetown. And these kids, they just seem to carry this program and take it on, and put it on their back and run with it. How big is that to keep that focus at the freshman level and to emphasize it through the ranks as these kids come up and will be those leaders that take over over the next few years for your program?
Yes, education, and their grades and academics is always, the number one thing we start, with them young, and that they start to learn that's very important, and then the athletic stuff's fun because we're a very talented group all the way up and very deep in many classes. It's a great problem to have, but at the same time, just always working on those young guys who have played a lot of baseball with different coaches, different mentors, and kind of teaching them, the way that we play Eagle ball, Eagle baseball. It's not from the hip. It's all. I mean, not saying there's a Bible with it all on paper, but a lot of it, it's something that's been passed down to me from some great coaches, and just trying to, give these kids a chance to learn how to be, great men, especially of character.
In that, this athletic program as a whole focuses on the character of these young student athletes. Coach Griffin, as you're aware from your time in the football program, the character studies they do on Wednesday mornings, and they have their study and focus time from different coaches. The respect and the behavior that's expected out of these kids, the lessons taught to them, how they carry themselves, how they represent the school and the program away from the school and the program. How big is that, and how much of a focus is that to know that the young men you're getting that continue to develop to speak highly, and people around town see them and see the respect level that they show to others around them? How big is that for this program and continue to raise young men?
Yeah, it all starts with the parents. They've done a great job raising these kids and right from wrong, how to treat people, kindness. And then just being able to be, humble with sometimes having more than others, but at the same time knowing that it's life's hard for other people, and it's just that I get the easy part. I get to kind of help these parents continue raising their kids for a couple years and not have to go through the hard years of 13 and 12, and then I don't know how it would be as a baby. I have no kids, so it's kind of scary to me.
It's fun. It's real fun, as mine all turn in their 20s and 30s. This program sits and continues their winning ways, 19-3 overall for the Georgetown Eagles. Oh, my goodness. The shirt that I just saw, well, the tank top, it's not really a shirt. We may have to get a picture of that one. Hey, Gavin, you got to show one of those. I think I just saw something that has Brothership logo on it. This is amazing. That is awesome. Speaking of it, and it comes to fruition, it is It is brothership. That story will come around when we talk to Gavin. That's awesome. And so we have to enjoy that one. But the Georgetown Eagles tomorrow night, the season continues, and it doesn't slow down for this Eagle baseball team. It's Friday night baseball at Elgin on the road tomorrow night. Come out and enjoy high school baseball at the Elgin High School. And then Saturday, a big game on the road at Liberty Hill to take on the Panthers Saturday morning. Are we back with the Challenger game this week?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We have our EJA Champion Challenger game at 9 a.m. at Eagle Field. It's a great time that our kids get to spend with such a great group of young men and young girls that they get to come and enjoy the game of baseball as much as myself and I know our kids do.
Come out Saturday morning, 9 o'clock there at Eagle Field. The Challenger game is something you'll never forget, and the cheering that goes on for those young kids as they get to compete and to have fun in the game of baseball with these student athletes and just have a moment to shine, and it is fun to watch. And so tomorrow night at Elgin, Saturday morning at Georgetown at 9 a.m. Then you guys pack it up, headed over to Liberty Hill for a 1 p.m. tilt with the Liberty Hill Panthers before next week back into district play with, I believe it's Hendrickson next week. And it'll be a Tuesday-Thursday combo with Good Friday on the 3rd. And so thanks for joining us tonight. For all the players that joined us, it's just become a tradition and fun to do is highlight these freshmen and these JV players as they are the building blocks to what is going to continue to make a great program here at Georgetown High School. So for all of those young men, thank you for joining us. To the families and especially to Camp Briteside, thank you for being a host to the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each and every week. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, man.
We'll call it a night as the Longhorns continue to battle with the Purdue Boilermakers in the Sweet 16. We'll call it a night from Camp Briteside and finish the night having a good time here at Camp Briteside. Thanks for joining us. And remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.
Visit Camp Briteside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Briteside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and an outdoor stage. Camp Briteside is located at 8701 Ranch Road, 2338 Williams Drive, near Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Camp Briteside is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each Wednesday at 6 p.m. For food and fun like nowhere else in Georgetown, visit Camp Briteside and stay a while.